What's up, guys? Texas Triple Tapper here. I am at the monument for the Ludlow Massacre. I am in Ludlow, Colorado. If any of you guys don't know where that is, it's directly off of I-25, probably about 10 miles north of Trinidad, kind of in between Walsenburg and Trinidad, which is down towards the New Mexico border. So this is where the Ludlow Massacre took place. This is, like I said, Ludlow, Colorado. This place is basically a ghost town now, but they do have this memorial constructed. I believe this was constructed, I'll say in like 2008 or 2009. So what the hell is Ludlow, Colorado? And why am I here? So glad you asked. So this, I believe it was April the 20th, 1914. There was a strike that was going on from about September 1913, lasted till about December 2014, so even about 8 months after the Ludlow Massacre took place. And what was kind of going on was these were coal miners, and they were basically upset with the way that they were being forced to work, or the conditions, I should say, they were being forced to work in. And so they said, you know, we've had enough of this shit, and so we're not doing it anymore. And so they basically dispatched, I believe it was like militia or state troopers or National Guard, something like that. I'm pretty sure this plaque here will tell us. Let's see here. Yeah, they were coal miners, Colorado, blah, blah, blah. Company-owned towns, they were paid script where they were working 12 to 14 hours a day for pennies per hour in a mine where the fatality rates were 10 times the national average. So, yeah, actually, so yeah, it says here it was the Colorado State Militia that attacked them, and they killed 4 men, 2 women, and 11 children because they were sick of the conditions that they were being forced to work in. So, you know, think about this the next time you know, you're talking about, oh, you know, my rights. You know, this isn't ancient history. I mean, yeah, it was a little over 100 years ago, but you know, this didn't happen in, you know, Guatemala or something. This happened here in the United States. These were fellow Americans that thought, hey, you know, this is bullshit. We don't want to deal with this crap. So they decided to strike, and because of that, they were killed. They lost their lives simply because they wanted better working conditions, a little bit better pay. You know, this happens a lot in the news. You know, people say, hey, you know, we want a better minimum wage. But you know, think about it. I mean, you know, imagine if you decided to, you know, go on strike, and you know, the state militia was sent in, and you know, all of a sudden you're fighting armed, you know, professional military people. I mean, that's something to think about, you know. And like I was mentioning before, people always talk about their rights. You know, I have this right, I have that right. I totally disagree, you know, and I can say that because I am a veteran. I did serve my country. So before any of you guys start bitching and complaining about, you know, that, you know, ask yourself, how much time did you spend serving our country? Anyway, I digress. So, you know, rights are something that cannot be taken away. Privileges are something that can be taken away. And, you know, like I said, even in today's day and age, we still have a lot to lose, you know. And this massacre was instrumental in helping us get the laws and things that we have on the books now, like, you know, 8-hour work days, anything over that's overtime, child labor laws, things of that nature. This massacre, you know, made, of course, you know, probably was on the news worldwide, and Congress had to respond to the outcry of, hey, you know, these are some shitty conditions. We're not going to stand for it, so we want you to do something about it. So as I said, this event led to dealings and talkings with Congress that better laws and rules and regulations were passed. So I thought this would be pretty cool to stop and take a quick video of it. It happened, yeah, April 19th, right here. It says the day before Easter. So this happened this happened the day after Easter. So in the afternoon, train stopped. Yeah, in the afternoon on April the 20th, 1914, the militia came and entered the camp and started setting fire to shit. Yeah, this is just terrible. This here is kind of a timeline of everything that had been going on. 10-day war. Interesting. And yeah, I mean, coal miners really had it shitty. I mean, and they still do. There we go, the landscape. So this is kind of what happened. 7:20 p.m. stopped along the tracks, halting gunfire long enough to allow most women and children to free. I can read, I swear. The militia fired on the tent colony using a machine gun set up on Water Tank Hill. So according to this map, we're here. So that would have been somewhere out there. This is where it all took place, guys. And I'm literally like half a mile. If you're going that way, I'm half a mile from Interstate 25. This wasn't, way down off the beaten path. Now, there was no Interstate 25 then, I don't imagine. But, we're not, way deep in the mountains of Colorado. Speaking of mountains, look at that. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it makes you think. We think a lot about what certain people have sacrificed, but I mean, I don't think we hear much about this in the news anymore. I don't think I've ever heard of it on the news. I knew about it. I want to say I stumbled across it in history class or something. It's just something interesting. And, me being from Texas, we're not a big union state. So, Colorado is, some other places I've been are very heavy union. So I'm not going to get into a debate about that, but it has some good things, has some bad things. But, this definitely, like I said, was instrumental in getting us some of the workplace niceties, if you will, that we have today. So until next time, Texas Triple Tapper out. Hey guys, just wanted to shoot another little clip of the field. I wanted to kind of get a little bit closer to it. I'm not going to try to pull over while I'm driving. The road's pretty narrow. There's not really a shoulder, but we're literally 180 degrees from where we were. So that machine gun would have been set up somewhere right back over here. And this is where the folks were camping and doing their mining and all that kind of stuff, just trying to make a living. Men, women, and children were killed, all because they disagreed with the conditions they were being forced to work in. Makes you stop and think, huh?